that very quickly as we actually dive into the training. So, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome each and every one of you once again to this meeting. And just like I said, the topic we are discussing today is an interesting one. And I'm very sure so many people at the end of this meeting, you are going to actually get a lot and a lot of value. You're going to get a lot of value. So that one is one big thing. One thing I will assure you is that you're going to get massive value from tonight's meeting. So without wasting much time, I will actually share my screen. I will share my screen immediately so that we can actually start. So just like I said, today's training is titled what? You know the topic, type it on the comment section. It's titled what? The meekness of success. Please, this training is not that type of training that you just come and you listen. Please, if you don't have a pen, if you don't have a pen and a paper, I will advise you to get one for yourself. If you don't have a pen and a paper, I will advise you to get one. So, what is the objective of the training? The objective of this training is actually to help, more especially new team members, to have an understanding of the structure, have an understanding of the right mindset, the knowledge base required to succeed in this business, which is the vehicle we choose is network marketing. And we chose this vehicle because of the leverage. It is the leverage that made us choose network marketing as a vehicle to be able to achieve freedom because it offers leverage. Most of the things people are doing, they are just trading time for money. But network marketing enable you to actually build a team and you can enjoy leverage. Now, I want you to note this. Now, when it comes to this industry that we have all of us plug into, which is network marketing, success in this business is not by chance. Let nobody deceive you. Success in network marketing does not happen by chance. Success in network marketing, it is tied to knowledge. It is tied to understanding. It is equally tied to your mechanical consistency. Now, when I talk about mechanical consistency, I'm talking about what you are doing to achieve success. Because the lot of mechanisms of success say that there must be something that you are doing to actually achieve success. Now, when so many people look at network marketing, one of their biggest questions is, do I know anybody? So many people believe that if they know a lot of persons, guess what happens? That they will become successful in network marketing. And if they don't know a lot of persons, that they don't have a chance. Even though this statement might sound logical, but guess what happened? It is actually not true. Why I'm saying that is because in network marketing, there are categories of people. There are people that I call posers. There are people that they call amateurs. And there is another set of people we call the professionals. The posers are the people that are making mental lists. These are the set of people that they start the business. Guess what happened? Maybe after booking their contact list, maybe they just got maybe one sign up. Some of them, they grew from being a poser to maybe become an amateur. And guess what happened? Most amateurs are the people that they are doing the business, they are persisting, even though they are not getting results, but they are still persisting. Ladies and gentlemen, but the big thing that we're looking at is how to become a professional. Now, let me actually bust your bum bum. If you are a poser in this business or an amateur, there's limit to how much you can actually earn. There's limit to the growth that can happen in your team. There's limit to everything that you can actually achieve. You see yourself struggling month in, month out. Why? Because you are not a professional. You are a poser. You are an amateur. Now, if you want to understand this thing, relate it to what is happening in the outside world. Imagine that you met a tailor who is an amateur. Would you want to give that tailor a clothes to sew for you? The answer is no. Imagine that you meet somebody that is learning how to sew. He doesn't even know how to cut clothes. Will you give that person suit to sew for you? The answer is no. You will always be looking for those that are professional. So why is it that people join network marketing and they remain at the poser and amateur level? They don't want to become a professional. They will be looking at people that are succeeding in the business. They will be looking at people that are making the money, people that are building houses, buying different luxurious cars from network marketing. But guess what happened? A lot of people refuse to grow. Now, I want you to remember there's a part in the book of Galatians. It said, a hair, as long as it remaineth a child, there's nothing that is different between that hair and a slave. If you remain a child in this business, maybe you remain a poser or you remain an amateur, there's limits to what you can earn. So the essence of what I want to show you today is how you can actually make a mental switch from being a poser or being an amateur to becoming a professional. Now, the truth of it is that about 80% of people who join network marketing started as a poser, but guess what happened? A lot of them actually started as a poser, but when they discovered the need to actually grow, they actually made a shift from being a poser or amateur to becoming a professional. So as leaders who are running this business, what is our job? Our job is to help those people that sign into our business as posers. We want to actually help them drive a certain level of percentage of people, about 80% of them. Let's find a way to reduce the number to the bare minimum. How do we achieve that? By educating people, by helping people to understand how powerful this opportunity can be if they treat this business with respect. Ladies and gentlemen, success in network marketing, just like I said, is not by what? Is actually not by a minute. It's not by chance. I think I've actually, okay, sorry about that. Now, understand this. The reason why people come and go in network marketing profession is tied to what? Their mentality. I have a lady that was chatting me just this evening. She saw the video I posted on my status when Dr. Elijah Mba celebrated about 7 years anniversary of becoming financially free in the business. 7 years anniversary of becoming financially free in the business. You know what the lady started chatting me? The lady started saying, the little money that I even started this business with, I'm not even making any progress. Now, with the little thing I just said now, you already know where she is. She's in category of people that are posers and amateur, people that doesn't want to grow. Now, people think that for them to become successful, that once they pay money, that they will become successful. Paying money is the starting point. A lot of people, they will start, before you know what's happening, they will start telling me, I'm even getting tired of this thing. Oh. Why? Because they have lottery mentality. They don't understand the mechanisms of success. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in network marketing and in every business, guess what happened? Network marketing does not fail. There is no business that fails. It is the mindset of the individual that joined the business that failed. When you see people that are telling you, man, this business does not work, and this thing is not working for me, it's working for some people, but it's not working for me. Guess what happened? Let me show you what is happening to them. It is their mindset. Now, because why I said it's their mindset is because the same business you are struggling with, the same business that you are struggling with, every day you are complaining, you did this, you did that. Guess what happened? There are people that are making a lot of progress every single day. Now, if you're not making progress in our business of network marketing, understand this, have this in your mind. It is the same product that they are giving to people that even if Dr. Victor signs somebody, is the same product that they give to everybody. It is the same compensation plan. If Dr. Victor Abasin signs somebody that did entry vast, 69,990, it is the same 20,000 naira that it will pay you. That is what it will pay Dr. Victor. So if we have the same product, we have the same compensation plan, it means that you are the only variable. So the level at which you are or the level at which you grow in this business is directly proportional to what you know and your leadership skill. Because it is what you know that will determine what you can actually attract in the business. Ladies and gentlemen, what am I trying to let you understand? When you master the skills that is involved in the business, your confidence will increase, your effort, anxiety, and even prayers will be reduced. Now, let me show you something. Why do people fail? Why do so many people start network marketing business and they'll start telling you, man, I'm not making progress? Let me tell you, it is actually evident in the book of Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. He says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. There is nothing that is causing people from perishing in the business that we are doing. The only reason why you are failing is lack of knowledge. Some of us, day in, day out, you don't do anything that actually help you to become a better version of yourself. We are talking about Diamond Project, which is a project that helps people to become the best version of themselves. But so many people, the same way they started this year, there's no change in their life. It is the same thing, the same way they have been running this business since last 2 years, is the same way they are running the business. Guess what happened? The same way they have been presenting is still the same way that they are doing it. There's no change, lack of knowledge. And because they lack knowledge, they are actually bound to struggle. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me show you the top 4 reasons why newbies fail in network marketing. Number 1 is wrong mindset and expectation. Now, if you have a wrong mentality, let me tell you the truth, there's nothing anybody can do to help you. The only thing your leader can do is to help you to change your mindset and expectation. That's why when somebody signs into the business, we try to set their expectation right. Because I'm still going to break down this thing. Another thing is what? Lack of proper knowledge. Just like I said, if you lack knowledge in anything that you are doing, you are bound to actually struggle. You are bound to actually do activities day in, day out, and you are not making progress. There's nothing wrong with what you are doing. It is you that doesn't have the required knowledge in what you are doing. And you are not actually spending time to actually seek for knowledge in that area that you are struggling with. Now, ladies and gentlemen, another reason why so many people fail in the business is what? Isolation from mentorship and community. Now, there are so many people that they are building the business. Maybe they started making some certain level of progress in their business. Guess what happened? They feel that they have learned it. They feel that they have mastered it. And they started isolating themselves from what? Mentorship. You started detaching yourself from your roots. You forgot how you started. And the moment you get to that stage whereby you forgot how you started, let me tell you the truth, you are bound to struggle. You are bound. There chances are that you might even end up failing. Why? Because you have detached yourself from what is giving you nutrients to survive. Now, another big problem of so many people is what I call shining object syndrome. Now, this one, a lot of persons are doing it. Guess what? They are into 1001 business. They will see this one, they will start. They think that it is by starting. They will start. 1 week, they started. They have seen another one. They will start. 2 weeks, they started a second one. They have seen another one. They will start. Now, this is how so many of them, in 1 year, you have done 10 businesses. A lot of those 10 businesses that you have been doing, guess what happened? You are not successful in any of them. You are jack of all trade and master of none. What you are doing is what I call shine object syndrome. You are starting so many things and you are not a master in any of them. There's none of them that you are a professional in. It's either that you are a poser in most of the things or you are an amateur. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the top 4 reasons why people fail in our business. Now, I want you to understand something. If you want to correct this thing in your business, if you want to correct this thing in your team, let me take you to a reference in the scripture where even, guess what happened? The book of Proverbs was trying to actually make us understand how people become wealthy. It is knowledge that you need. Now, let me show you in the scripture. If you go to Proverbs chapter 24, verse 4, the scripture said, it said, by knowledge, the rooms are filled with all precious and pleasant riches. By knowledge. It did not say because I am working for, no, it said by knowledge. So if you have decided to run the Diamond Project, let me tell you the truth, if you lack knowledge in the business, you are going to struggle. If you have decided to run this business and you don't create time to go through the things that you expected to actually learn, to understand the business, let me tell you the truth, you are going to actually struggle. in the business. Why I'm explaining these things so that you know when you actually start struggling, you know what is actually causing it, so that you know that it is not the product that is your problem. It is not a company that is your problem. It is not your leader that is the problem. The problem is because you have refused to actually grow by understanding some of these principles. Now, let me tell you the truth. Knowledge that you are seeing here is not for everybody. Knowledge that you are seeing is not for everybody. There are so many people that, guess what happened? If you do everything that you will do, they will never learn. Now, the people that are willing to learn are the kings and the queens. And I know I have king and queens in the house. I know I have king and queens in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm explaining to you is something that I have discovered, because sometimes I will look at the business that we're doing. A lot of people started the business. So many people started the business. They did a presentation, you saw the opportunity, and you decided to actually start the business. Now, starting the business does not guarantee that you will become successful. That you started the business is not a guarantee that, guess what happened, that you are going to become successful. Starting the business is just the first point of you actually taking the step on what will help you to build your business. But if you want to succeed, ladies and gentlemen, there is more. I said there is more. Follow me carefully. Now, just like I told you, knowledge is not for everybody. Let me show you the people that are searching for knowledge. If you go to the book of what? Proverbs chapter 25 verse 2, he said, it is in the glory of God to conceal a matter, but the glory of kings to search out a matter. Now, the reason why some things that you have not even understood, the reason why you have not understood it is because, let me tell you the truth, it is some wealth is in code. There are some information. If you want to become successful, you cannot become successful by just picking the information that will help you to become successful on the streets. There's always is hidden, is a concealed matter. And Proverbs said that what it is in the glory of God to conceal it. Now, the people that will actually get it at the end are kings and queens. Those people that are searching for it. You started this business, you are actually not searching out the matter. You don't go through the process. What you are doing is that you are actually preparing yourself to be among those people that they will use as a reference point for failure in the business. Why? Because you don't search for matter. Now, I have discovered that what learning is a royal behavior. Learning, if you are somebody that is actually hungry for growth, if you are somebody that is actually hungry for knowing more, one of the things I want to assure you today is that you are going to sit with kings. You are going to come to a certain level in your life where people will be coming to actually seek information from you. Because what makes people successful is knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, now let me show you the four mechanisms of what? Of success. I will start with the first one, which is the one I mentioned earlier, the mindset. Mindset. Do you know that a lot of people actually join this business? They are joining this business with a wrong mindset. Many join this business thinking that what we are doing here is get rich quick scheme. Some people thought that they will just pay money, the money will start doubling. That is the first error. Imagine when you have a wrong mindset about the business that we're doing. Your leader might be telling you, okay, please do this. You don't want to do it. So what we're doing here is not get rich quick scheme. What we're doing here is not Ponzi scheme. What we're doing here is business. And because it's business, there is a role you have to play. You need to understand this thing I'm explaining to you. So you need to be among the people that are making a shift from the mentality of get rich quick scheme to adopting what? Entrepreneurial mindset. You need to be among those people that are thinking long term. You need to be among those people that are actually making a switch. You are not among the people that are creating problems. You are developing yourself to become among the people that are what? That are solving problems. That is what we do in the business. That is who we are as entrepreneurs. You must be that person that has developed, built a mentality of learning every single day. Now, was a time Mr. Yekachi was doing a training for us. That was when we were at Obama. He was actually doing a training about a concept he got from one of the books he read, The Atomic Habits. Now, the author said that he said, if you are improving yourself, if you have a way to improve yourself every single day, that you will be shocked who you will become in 365 days. Now, but the question is, how many of us are improving ourselves every day? Some of us, every day by day, you don't actually do personal development. You don't do anything about growing yourself. Tomorrow, you still come out the same way you went home yesterday. No growth, no mental growth. Now, that's the reason why you are still struggling. That's the reason why you are struggling to build a team. That's the reason why you are actually struggling to help people in your business. Ladies and gentlemen, you must actually develop yourself, consciously work on who you are becoming, because success is more about who you are becoming in the process. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you need to come to a point that you understand that what we are doing here is that we are building business. There are so many times you will invite some people, please come and do IPI in the office. Guess what happens? Some people, they think that we are playing. A business you started with your own money, they are begging you to come and actually launch your business. What we are doing, we are not playing here. This is not a playing ground. A business that you started with your own money, your mentor is to ensure that you are learning. They added you in the training platform. You are there. You are just, since they added you there, you have been sleeping. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this mindset has to change. You need to start seeing yourself as a CEO of what? Of your enterprise. Don't leave your business in the hand of what? Your leaders. You need to start having what? A mindset of a CEO. If this business that you partner with what? With M Global, that you are this, see yourself as the CEO, because that is who you are. At the end of the day, I am not paying you. Your leader is not paying you. It is what you actually build that pays you. All of us are paid based on what? Our performance. That's why I told you earlier that your success is tied to what you know and your leadership skill. Now, if I am a CEO of my business, the question is, how will I treat my business? Some of us, you still have opportunity to leverage from your leader. Some of us, your leaders even did everything possible, put up an atmosphere, an environment that you can actually build your business. They spend money, build everything, furnish everything, just give you an opportunity, a platform to run your business. Some of you, you come because of your wrong mindset. You don't think about domination. Now, ladies and gentlemen, every human being that is actually running this business need to come to a point that you understand that yes, there will be challenges. But those challenges are not your roadblock. They are the part of the process. As long as success is concerned, carry it as a mindset that there must be challenges. I'm going to express challenges. There are some people I will show this business that they will not accept it. Carry it as a mindset. And when you see such people, you move on. Understand that it's part of the process. Everybody will not go to the top with you. Now, when you understand this thing, ladies and gentlemen, you will understand that when you have carry this mindset, your approach to your business will start changing, because success, some of us don't understand, is 80% mindset. The skill set is just 20%. That's why if you go to the book of Romans, I think that's Romans chapter either 12, verse 2, he said, be ye transformed by renewal of your mind. Either Romans 12 or Romans 8. By renewal of your mind. If you are still carrying a scarcity mentality, that you see yourself struggling and you're not growing. Why? Because of what? You don't have an abundant mindset. You need to come to a point that you start creating an atmosphere that actually help you to enhance what you are pursuing. It's a mindset. It's a mindset. If you want to become a millionaire, you need to start creating an atmosphere that enable you to think like a millionaire. Now, the moment your mindset start changing, ladies and gentlemen, you discover that even your result will start changing. Some of us, what you will do is what? You carry a mentality of wishing to become successful. You are wishing to become successful. Now, I want you to replace that mindset of wishful thinking, be intentional, and do the things that will enable you to become successful. Why I'm talking about mindset is because this is the foundation. This is where the whole thing starts. If your programming, if your mindset, if your mentality is wrong, there's nothing that you can achieve in this business. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what I want to let you understand is that you have to believe in the process. Understand that whatever you are going through at the moment, that's what other successful people went through to actually get to the top. There's nothing that happened by chalk, by chance. There is nothing like luck. There's nothing like anything you get by luck, you will lose it because you don't know how it happened. You don't know how it happened. So you need to understand and believe in what? In the process. Now, the second mechanism of succeeding in this our business is what? Understanding systems and structure, not what? Emotions. So many of us don't understand that success, you are doing this business, your leader is showing you this is the system, this is the structure. You need to actually follow this script like this. You need to actually recruit at least 5% to become what? Active partner. They are showing you the system and the structure. These are the mechanisms. These are the pattern that other people went through to become where they are, to get to the level where they are. Number one is that they have a right mindset about the business. Now, the second thing is what? They understand the system and the structure of the business. Now, network marketing is system-based. Meet so many people that have done network marketing in the past. There are so many of them that did network marketing in the past, and guess what? They failed. Why did they fail? Because they don't have a system. They don't have a structure. Now, when so many people that are doing network marketing, if you don't have a system that you are using to run your business, you are bound to fail. Every successful business that you have seen, there is system and structure that put it in place. So maybe one of these days we'll actually treat a topic about system and structure in our business. But you have to carry this as a mentality that I must follow the system. I must build my business according to the structure of the organization. Now we have the system of connecting people in the organization. We have the structure that we actually use to build what we are building. Now, when we talk about the system, we're talking about the script. We're talking about what? Most of our scripts, our system of connecting people in the organization. We talk about our IPI. We talk about our home launch system. We talk about what? Our contact recommendation system. We talk about our ticket flyer system. So many of this system that we use to connect people. Now, when we talk about our structure in the organization, we'll start talking about what? How you can actually grow to that ladder of becoming a millionaire. If you want to take through that ladder, you understand that what? When you sign into the business, you start considering the structure. Once you sign in, you are a partner. From a partner, guess what happens? If you connect one person, you get onboarded and you become an active partner. From active partner, once you have 5 people that are in your team that are active partners, guess what happens? You become a Kingsman. And as a Kingsman, you must have at least minimum of 3 accounts. As a Kingsman, you must have completed your SMO checklist. Are you following what I'm saying? Before you can be certified to become even ECL and the rest of them. So when you understand the systems and the structure of this organization, you discover that you are actually in the line of you succeeding, not emotion. Remove emotion. Now, when you actually understand some of this system, guess what you do? You start taking some action. Those daily action that you are taking, that is what brings the predictable result. It is not the emotion or what, or the motivation. Some of us, it is only when you are motivated that you do activity. When you are not motivated, you don't do activity. You have to, everything that you are doing in your team must be system and structure based, because that is the way for you to actually succeed. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what are the key things that we do? The key things that we do in our business is what? Prospecting. These are some of the things that we do, the activities that produce the result. We call this thing income producing activities. Daily prospecting, daily follow-up. We talk about what? Attending sales meeting and training. This one is a supportive activity that we do. Every day is expected that we have our sales meeting on Mondays down to what? Thursday, and then on Saturday, Millionaire School. If you want to actually succeed, you must plug into system and structure of the organization. And one of them is share meeting and attending training. In our office, physical office in Onitsha, we have our trainings. Every Tuesday, we have our training about people that want to learn how to present the opportunity. Every Thursday, we have our mentorship, teaching people the 7 skills to become a professional in our business. Now, these are the systems that are involved in the business. These are the core activities. Another one is what? Inviting to presentation. Now, this particular one is one key skill that you need to learn even as a new person. Every event that we have, you can be using it just as little as IPR, and you can be using it. You don't need your leader to actually remind you, please do IPR. No, you have to intentionally learn how to do it with or without your leader. Once you confirm anybody, you send the person a reservation to attend the event. If you don't know the date and time for the event, you reach out to your leader. So you must plug into systems and structure if you want to become successful in our business, because network marketing is system-based. Network marketing is system-based. Now, some of these activities that I just showed you now, guess what happened? You don't do it when you feel like doing it. You have to actually do it until it starts to feel like you. That is the business. Now, most of the time, some of us that are doing invitation and the rest of them, let me tell you the truth, there's nothing sexy about the grind. There's nothing sexy about actually becoming successful. You have to decide to pay the price. Some of us, what you are doing is that you are bargaining. You are bargaining the price you have to pay to become successful. You don't bargain for the price. When it comes to the journey of success, you don't bargain for it. You pay the price upfront. When they tell you to go and do this, you are bargaining. You are giving excuses. The more you are bargaining, the more time you are actually wasting. The more time it is taking you to get to where you are going, because you don't bargain for it, you pay for it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when you understand these first two, you have understood the mindset that this business that I started, I am the CEO of my business. I believe we'll have so many people that are new in the business who are in this meeting. When I understand that what I am the CEO of my business, I carry that mentality. I don't need my leader to remind me to do activities when I am the CEO, because I know at the end of the month, what I will be paid is directly proportional to the production of me and my team. What the money I will earn at the end of the month is directly proportional to the production of I and my team. So when I know that I am the CEO, my effort every single minute is to see how I can actually work on myself and equally engage my people so that we can actually produce results. Because there is danger when you don't actually produce. There is danger of being unproductive. Some of you understand. If you enter the pressure of what being unproductive, you will understand what I'm saying. Now, the first thing is what you carry the mentality of a CEO. Now, the second thing, when it comes to the makings of success in our business, is plugging yourself into the system and structure of the organization. Now, the third one is where we talk about the power of knowledge. Now, when you are running this business, understand that knowledge, just like I showed you in Hosea 4:6, is what you need if you want to become successful. Some of you thought is money. Let me tell you the truth. I have been there. When I started this business initially, I was thinking that if people are making money, they will be in the business. I was thinking, let me support this person. Let me support this person. Let me support this person. Hello, I did it for almost 2 years. And guess what happened? My business was still strong. I was still struggling in my business. I don't understand that what is keeping people in this business is not money. Some of you think it's money. That's why any little sign of you are. Let me tell you the truth. If you want to give support, you are giving support intentionally to somebody that is running the business with you that you want to raise. Somebody that is running the business with you that you want to raise. Because the truth is that some of us want chickens to fly. You are carrying a chicken and you are throwing it up. Chicken fly, chicken fly. Does chicken fly? So when you are working with somebody, you have an eagle eye. You are trying to monitor what that person is doing. That is how you pick eagles. You are monitoring how the person is running the activity. You are monitoring how the person is taking his SMO serious. If you are not monitoring some of them, they will not even take it serious. It is the orientation that you give them that they will actually carry. So knowledge is the third mechanism of success. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you might be asking yourself, what exactly is the thing that differentiates top earners and those people that are struggling in our business? The difference is what? The power of knowledge. Knowledge is the reason why some people will get to the top and some people, week in, week out, they are struggling in their business. It is because of what? Knowledge. It's because of what? Knowledge. Some people, they even have the knowledge, but they are not taking the required action. I will still get there. Now, let me show you some of the knowledge you need in our business. As a new person that started this business, the fundamental knowledge you need is what? Is the SMO checklist. If you are here listening to the sound of my voice, you have not finished SMO checklist. Now, let me tell you the truth. Finishing your SMO checklist is a proof. That is the number one proof that you desire to succeed in our business. Going through the standard method of operation, the standard method of operation is the first thing that shows that you desire success in our business. Check all the people that are making progress. They went through the process. Some of you, you want to jump up. In this industry, we don't jump up, we grow up. We grow up. Now, when it comes to this SMO, ladies and gentlemen, one of the things you need to understand, you need to actually follow it really shortly, because what you know determines what you will attract. If you are doing this business, your success is not tied to 50 contact lists that you wrote. Your success is tied to you going through your foundation training. If you go through the foundation training, you will gather the knowledge that will enable you to actually take steps, even as a new person in our business. That's why you see a lot of people that are running the business and they are afraid. They are afraid. What if this one will happen? What if this one will happen? What if I call them and they did not come? Fear comes from lack of knowledge. Anything that you are doing and you are afraid of doing it, check yourself very well. You don't have knowledge about that thing. You don't have knowledge about it. That's why you're afraid. Now, ladies and gentlemen, understand this thing. You cannot be a mentor. You can't be a mentor. You cannot be an expert. You can't be a principal without understanding the principles. Some of you want to raise somebody that will become a monthly millionaire, and you don't know anything about, you have not even gone through your SMO. You want to become successful in the business without understanding the principle that is governing the business that you are doing. You just paid your money and you are wishing to become successful. You must go through the process. There is what they call law of process. Law of process. It is in everything. If you want to become a medical doctor, you must go through primary school, graduate from primary school, go through secondary school, graduate from secondary school, do what? Buy JAMB and write JAMB. You must pass JAMB before you start year one as a medical doctor. That's somebody that want to go become a medical doctor. So what I'm showing you are the things. If I want to succeed in this business, first thing is that I need to carry a mindset that I started this business with my own money. I am the CEO of my business. I need to take full responsibility of my business. What your leader is doing for you is just carrying you along. That's why leaders, when they add you in the SMO, they are trying to guide you so that you can go through the foundation training and have knowledge about how to run the business. Because if you don't have knowledge, if you are connecting people in the business and all the people that you connected in the business, all of them, they don't know anything just like you, what it means is that you can't succeed. Some of us, you are connecting people, you don't even take them through the process. I don't want to go through that one. I'm trying to actually let a lot of us understand the things that is keeping us at one position is that we are not learning. That's the bottom line. Now, I want you to understand this. If you lack knowledge, If you lack knowledge in anything that you are doing, if you lack understanding in anything that you are doing, you will never be celebrated at the top. Anything that you have decided that you want to do, if you lack understanding, if you don't have knowledge, if you are not rooted in knowledge, there's no single person that will celebrate you. Last week, there was a lot of celebration in the 381 family worldwide. So many persons were celebrated. They celebrated Challenge 36, they celebrated Power 500, they celebrated Monthly Millionaires, they celebrated Top 20. Now, let me tell you the truth. If you don't have understanding, nobody will celebrate you. Now, the question I want to ask you is this. Did you start this business to just stay at the fence? Or did you start this business to grow and become a professional so that you will be among those people that they are celebrating? Some of us, with the way you are running this business, guess what happened? You are not even sure if you are going to be celebrated one day. Today, you are going to make a decision. I am not actually going to run this business as a nobody. I want to be among those people that will be coming to the spotlight. I want to be among those people that will be coming, those people that they will be celebrated. Guess what happened? By September 10th, another celebration is coming. What will you be celebrated for if you don't have knowledge about what you are doing? You are just watching people. Guess what happened? You are every day by day, you are clapping for people. Every month in, month out, you are clapping for people. People that pay the price. You are negotiating the price. That's why you are still at the level where you are. It is because you are negotiating the price to pay. Now, you must go through the foundation training. This is the number one knowledge you need. When it comes to the power of knowledge in our business, number one knowledge you need is the SMO checklist. Because if you want to build a tall building, your foundation must be strong. If you fail in your foundation, some of you that are even positioning yourself as leaders that have not gone through the SMO, I know some of you. You are positioning yourself as a leader, but simple SMO, you have not gone through it. All the 7 skills that Eric Wall mentioned, you have not created time to go through the 7 skills by Eric Wall. Let me tell you the truth. Just very soon, you will understand that you are the person that is holding yourself at the level where you are. Ladies and gentlemen, after going through the foundation training, now let me tell you another training another knowledge that you need is the product knowledge. Because if you sign into this business, you are a distributor with M Global, but we have a system that we used to do it. Now you need product knowledge. Some of you are giving a prospect product, you don't even explain something in detail so that the person will actually have a perceived value for the product that you are giving to the person. Is a knowledge that you must intentionally go and master. So that when you, after explaining about the product to somebody, guess what happened? The person will cherish the product. The person cannot open mouth and tell you that this product is small because the products are very expensive. Very expensive products. Yesterday, I was discussing with one woman that came to my office, Mrs. Ude Ukeria. Guess what happened? We were discussing what an insight she shared with me was marvel. The thing marveled me. The thing marveled me. Ladies and gentlemen, there's an illness that she has been suffering for a while. It's over 2 years. She said that night she just took the products. She took the Restore Life and Coledos. That something magical happened to her. I don't want to go into that because it's something that has to be, it's a private something. But what I'm trying to let you understand, ladies and gentlemen, is that the product is so powerful. But if you don't explain it very well to the person that you are handing it over to, some of them, they will go home and they will dump it. And the product will expire. So if you are growing, you must get to a point whereby you understand what exactly is this product doing. And some of this product knowledge is even part of the thing that is in the SMO. It's part of the thing that is in the SMO. And guess what happened? You need to go through it and understand it. Know what the product that you are distributing is doing. Because you are an ambassador of your products. You are an ambassador of the products that we are actually distributing. Imagine you are distributing a product and you don't know what the thing does. Now, another thing you need to know when it comes to the product knowledge is what? You need to know the problems our products are solving. Some of us don't know some of the things. Okay, if I take this thing and this thing, I can use it to actually solve so and so problem or so and so illness. You need it. You need to know it. You need to have it in your what? You need to have it as an understanding because professionals understand it. Now, another thing is this: you have to use the product. You're an ambassador. Be a story, not a seller. Some of you started, I want to sell my own. I want to sell my own. It's because you don't know the value. That's why you want to sell it. Now, let me tell you the truth. I don't joke with some of these products. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to come to that point whereby you understand what the product is doing. So that when you are giving somebody product, after explaining it, the person will be excited about it. Now, what is another knowledge that you need if you are running this business or you want to become successful in this business is what? You need knowledge of people. People's knowledge. You need to learn how to relate with people. You need to learn how to communicate with people. Now, I usually advise people, don't actually pressure people. Because when you put a lot of pressure, there are some people that have left my team because of what? Because of me lacking the understand. As at that time, when I was still doing the business, I don't have people skill. I don't have people skill. Now, because I don't have people skill, guess what happened? I talk to people anyhow as at that time. And some of them, they will not even tell you why they left. And before you know what happened, you start having a lot of attrition in your team. So you must understand how to relate with people. Don't pressure people because they started with their own money. Your own is to guide them. When they are following you, you guide them. When they are not following you, you allow them. Because the prodigal son, at some point, the prodigal son started demanding something from his father. He said, I need my own, I need my own, I need my own. The father released him. The father released him. And he went and squandered everything. And the only deliverance that happened to the prodigal son was when he actually come to his thoughts. He said, in my father's house, there are so many things. How come I'm even feeding on all these things? That was the only deliverance he needed. So maybe you are doing your own best and they are not acknowledging it. What you need to do is just let them actually be. At some point, they might realize. If they don't realize, then let it be. But your own job as the leader is to learn how to listen. So many people do more of talking than listening. Learn how to listen is something that is going to help us and help us build our business. Ensure that the people that you connected in the business are progressing. Some of us, you recruit people, you don't even talk to them again. You recruit people in the business, you don't check up on them. You don't even know whether they are progressing or they are not progressing. Don't recruit people and abandon them. They will see you as if you are a wicked person. If you recruit people in the business, make effort to carry them along. Let it be that you are making effort to carry them along and they are not following you. You will know that you have satisfied your own conscience. Do this business as human being. Do this business as somebody that have conscience. You connected somebody came and paid, and you just abandon the person. It shows that you don't have conscience. This business is a business of helping people to live a good life. Don't be selfish. Don't be selfish. Some of you, what you do is what you abandon the people you connected for your leaders. You have to be selfless. Find a way to be selfless. Have people's knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the things that will help you to build a formidable business. What I'm sharing with you are mechanisms of how people succeeded in this business. How people succeeded in this business. Understand that people join people. Some of your friends, when they came, they were telling you, the reason why I'm paying this money is because of you. I am paying this money because of you. But you refuse knowledge. You refuse understanding. And the people you brought into the business are struggling with you. Why? Because you that brought them into the business, you are not learning. You are not following mentorship. You don't attend sales meeting. You don't attend training. Every time you are giving excuses upon excuses, You have time to do everything. You don't have time to actually run the business. You don't create little time to work with the people that God has placed in your care. You are giving excuses. Ladies and gentlemen, understand that people actually join people. It is not a company that they are joining. That is the business that we're doing. Now, I want you to understand this thing. And when you have this understanding, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to help you build your business. Another thing you need is what? Mentorship knowledge. Some of you, as you are growing, find a reason to stay close to the person that has actually been there for you, guiding you. Don't be among those people that you started growing and you start thinking about how to detach yourself from your source. Ndị Igbo si na onye bu ụzọ sibe ite na-aka enwe mkpọmkpọ ite. There's an experience your mentor has. There's an understanding that your mentor has that will actually help you to build your business. Some of us don't understand that's what they call the power of influence. Every successful network marketer leverage on the influence of their leaders. But when you don't have mentorship knowledge, guess what you do? You start seeing so many people, they will start detesting. Now, when we give you room to start flying, is where you have built yourself to the extent that you are successful. We know that you already have influence that you can fly. But when you have not gotten to that level, don't detach yourself from your source. Stay close to that person that has been guiding you, that understand the road. Plug your steam into what called. Some of you, sometimes you see your leader. They posted something about training. They posted something about what? Having a training. Guess what happened? You don't even share it with your people that you are leading. You don't even share because you don't have mentorship knowledge. You don't understand that this thing that we're doing is actually about monkey see, monkey do. It is the attitude that you are cultivating. That is the same attitude that people that are joining your business, they will start developing. Because you can't raise somebody that is loyal if you are not loyal. You can't raise somebody that is following training if you are not following training. You can't raise somebody that is actually running if you are not doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't actually imagine me. Maybe my mentor is hosting a training and I don't even broadcast it or even call some of the people in my team because I have mentorship knowledge. I know the power of mentorship. I know what mentorship can do to somebody that is actually building this business from scratch. Mentorship will reduce the time that you spend on struggling. Find a way to ask questions. Be humble to learn. Don't come to a point whereby you start having arrival mentality. These are the mechanisms, these are the things that successful people understand. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand this. Your ignorance can be very expensive. You pay a lot of price being ignorant. Anything that you are doing, you pay so many price being ignorant. Ignorance can be very expensive. But guess what happened? Your knowledge can make you unstoppable. Your knowledge can make you move to the next level. If you are here and you are the sound of my voice, I want you to actually go to the comment section and type. I want you to go to the comment section and type, I must submit myself to mentorship. Go to the comment section and type it. Because the mentorship we're talking about, that is what is helping us to build our business. If we are succeeding in this business, it is because of mentorship. If you are struggling in this business, it's because you have detested mentorship. It's as simple as that. Because there is no magic to what we are doing. Everybody that you are seeing that is succeeding in this business, look at someone like Ambassador Juliet Okonkwo. There's no single place that she's going that you will not see her with what? The mastermind. What do you think she's doing? She's leveraging on the influence of her mentor. She's leveraging on what? On the influence of her mentor. Ladies and gentlemen, this business that we're doing, if you don't acknowledge your roots, if you don't know the power of mentorship, let me tell you the truth. The truth of the whole thing is that a lot of things might actually go wrong. You might be doing activity, you are getting results, but guess what happened? You are not duplicating a culture in your team. And that thing that you are doing, your team members are seeing it. Don't think that they are ignorant of what you are doing. That attitude that you are portraying, your team members are seeing it. So anything that you are doing, your people are learning it. So understand that anything I am doing, I am sowing a seed. Don't be shocked when the seed you sow will germinate, because it will germinate. If you are a rebellious child running this business, let me tell you the truth. One day you will actually give birth to a child that is rebellious. You will feel the pain of how it looked like to be rebellious. I've been in this business. You will experience it. You will experience it so that you know how it feels when you were rebellious. The business is highly spiritual. If you don't understand it, you will think it will, let me tell you the truth. This business, there are some things that the business will never forgive you that you did. If you keep on doing it, the business will never forgive you for it. That's why you see some of our top leaders, the higher they are going, the more submissive they are becoming, the more humble they are becoming, because they understand the power of what? Of mentorship. So mentorship knowledge is what you need. So what I want us to do tonight is this. If you are here listening to the sound of my voice, we have an action plan. What is the action plan? The month is coming to an end, and we're going to actually end the month strong to begin the next month strong as well. We are running a 90 days game plan. So many of us are not actively running that challenge. If you are here listening to the sound of my voice, you are not running the 90 days challenge to become a millionaire in the next 90 days. What you do is what? You chat your leader and ask your leader how you can participate in the 90 days challenge. Now, we want to help so many people to qualify to become Kingsman, because when you become a Kingsman, one of the things that will start happening to you is that once you have at least 5 people, I am not talking about people that have active partners that are inactive. I'm talking about people that have active partners that are active. If you have at least 5 active partners that are active, I'm assuring you that you will not make anything less than 250,000 naira every single month as a Kingsman. So in order to help people qualify to become Kingsman very fast, the action plan is this. Everybody that is at this meeting, please, Mr. Ekati, screenshot the attendance. Screenshot the attendance of people that are in this meeting. Everybody that is in this meeting, you are going to pick a date to fix your home launch. Home launch is one of the things that is in your SMO checklist. It's one of the activities that is in your SMO checklist. If you have done home launch before, you are going to fix another one, so that we'll come and run a launch for you, so that you have more sign up. We want to raise more Kingsman, people that can qualify to become Kingsman, because a lot is coming up very soon. So you have everybody, you are going to pick a date. If you have done home launch before, you will do another one. I will guide you how you are going to go around it, how you are going to invite people for it. And guess what happened? A lot of leaders are ready to go and help so many people so they can make progress. So the first thing, action plan, is that you are going to pick a date for your home launch. You are going to pick a date for your home launch. Now, the second action plan is this. If you are here at the sound of my voice and you are not actually going through your standard method of operation, you are going to chat your leader after this training and tell your leader, please, I want you to guide me through this foundation training. I want to actually grow in this business. I want you to guide me. I want to grow through this structure. I want to understand the system. I want to carry the right mindset on how I can build my business. Chat your leader at the end of this meeting so that your leader can actually create time to start taking you through the process. And all the leaders is not just adding people in the platform, add them in the platform, follow them up to know what they are doing in their SMO, because what they need to succeed is knowledge. What they need to become successful in this business is knowledge. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you are putting people, ladies and gentlemen, have someone, if they added in the incubator platform, or you are any of the platform where they are going through the training, please find somebody that is guiding you. Find someone that is monitoring what you are doing. That is how you remain accountable. It is not only in the SMO. If you are doing this business, you don't have somebody that is monitoring what you are doing. what you are actually doing is that you are in the dark. If nobody is torchlighting what you are doing, you are in the dark. And if you are in the dark, you can't grow in darkness. Somebody is not seeing what you are doing. You can't grow in the darkness. So it is better that you use your hand to bring yourself out by finding somebody that you respect, that you want the person to be guiding you. Ladies and gentlemen, all these things I'm sharing with you are the things that we must actually do. So please screenshot the action plan. Screenshot this action plan. The first one is what? You pick a date for your home launch. Second one is what? If you have not been going through SMO, start going through it and find somebody that will be guiding you. Because after this meeting, guess what happens? Some of you that are, you have been running the business, you are not. Chat me personally. Let me actually start guiding you. I want to work with some people who are ready to make a shift. Because at the end of these 90 days, our plan is to celebrate at least minimum of 10 power 500 in our office. And I know there are people here that are ready to actually do whatever it takes to actually get to that level. Now, in summary, September 10th, 2025, there will be another 381 family celebration. There's going to be another 381 family celebration September 10th, 2025. The question I want to ask you is this: what will you be celebrated for? What will you be celebrated for? Will you still clap for people that day? Or will you be among the people, maybe they will celebrate, you have qualified to become a Kingsman, maybe you generated Tarsis code and they celebrated you as Challenge Tarsis qualifier that very day. Or you hit power 500 and they celebrated you as one of the people that actually made over 500,000 naira in 1 month. What will you be celebrated for? What is your expectation? Because if you are running this business as a business owner, there should be an expectation. Expectation is the mother of manifestation. If you finish booking contacts, there is an expectation. Anything that you are doing in this business, you need to have an expectation. So what is your expectation in September 10th, 2025? Will you still clap for people, or will you be among the people that will be celebrated? Now, another question I want to ask you is this: by November 2025, there is going to be a regional retreat in Abuja for all the Kingsmen. The question I want to ask you again is this: will you qualify for it? Some of you think that is time. Some of you think that is time. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no time. There is no time. And if you understand this I'm explaining to you, you actually become angry at any level that you are and start doing something differently from what you are used to do. If you used to share 10 tickets before, it's an opportunity for you to increase the work. If I used to book 10 person before, I have to increase the work so that I will stand a chance to be celebrated. It is better that you fight for it and hit it so that you can even make yourself proud. Come to a point in this business whereby you have actually did something that you are proud of yourself. You are proud of yourself. Don't do it for somebody. Prove to yourself that you can actually become a Kingsman. Prove to yourself that you can actually be celebrated and start working the plan. Start doing the necessary activities that will enable you to actually get there. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that everybody that is here at the sound of my voice, there is value that you got in today's training. If you got value, go to the comment section and type value. If you got value from the training, go to the comment section and type value. If you got value from this training, I want you to type value in the comment section. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people are the one that is holding themselves. You have been in this business for a while. You are seeing yourself, you are not making progress. The reason is simple. It is your refusal to learn the skill that is keeping you at the level where you are. Because that same thing that you are actually refusing to learn, some people have decided to learn it and they are making progress. So many people have decided to learn it and they are making progress. Now, I am going to give room to some persons that are here so they can share some few. Let's hear from some persons how learning the skill has actually helped them to build their business. I'm going to unmute somebody like Mr. Yu Roland. Yu Roland, I'm going to give you an opportunity to actually speak briefly how learning the skill has actually helped you in trying to build the business, even present to people with actually without any form of fear or anything. So go ahead, you have the floor. I believe you are in the meeting, right? I have asked you to, okay, I've asked you to unmute yourself. Go ahead, go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, go to the comment section and type 1. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
All right. Thank you very much for this privilege, my great mentor. I really appreciate you so much for all that you've been doing. Equally still appreciate all the members of this, the people participants for today. So actually, what has actually helped me is when I started the business, the first year that I started the business, the place I was, there was no single office in that particular place. And it was this particular knowledge because I stayed for like close to 6 months or even more than 6 months before I was able to get one single sign up. So what actually kept me is not because I was actually making money, or probably it's because I've already gotten sign up. But what kept me was the knowledge of the business. All right. So I was very interested in learning about the business, trying to figure out some things on how I can be able to succeed in the business, because I really love what I saw the first day I saw the business. So now, when in the process of now looking for ways to figure out things, then I found out that there are skills that one needs to learn in order for him or her to be able to succeed in the business. So that was how I started learning about the skills one after the other. The first skills that I started learning after I've learned how to invite and how to prospect, the third one I learned was presentation. And when I started learning presentation, I have not been able to find any office around me. So what I did was to take one of the presentation video of Dr. Victor, which my leader sent to me. So that presentation video is almost 1 hour and some minutes. Then I have to start writing from word to word. That was what I did. I wrote everything that doctor said from word to word. That was how I started learning how to present, until I was able to find out where the office is in the location where I was before I came down to Onitsha. Then that was how I was being given an opportunity. I started learning it. Even then, when I got there, because my leader was not even around me, so I have to look at what people are doing in that particular office. I learned a skill that they have to go and be sharing questionnaire, of which when I got there, I said, how can I be able to send? And they were able to show me, okay, this is how you do it, this is how you do it. That was how I started watching videos about how I can equally prospect very well. So what helped me was one of the video I watched from Ambassador Sam Weke, because it was under one of his office that I was then. So that was how I watched his video, his trainings, how he was able to share questionnaire and all of that. Then I started learning that skills of prospecting using the means of questionnaire. So most of the people I had in my team, it was through questionnaire that I equally used to recruit them in my team. All right. So until I started learning other skills, like other skills like follow up and all of that. So what actually helped me was because I was ready and willing to learn. So I did my SMO in less than 2 weeks. That was how I was able to finish up my SMO checklist. All right. So all those things was actually what helped me to keep me going even to this moment that I am. I know that I have not been able to master all the whole skill, but I'm still doing my best to see how I can master most of them one at a time. All right. Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity you have given to me.
Okay. All right. Okay, I think you heard him very well. Now, Mr. Roland is somebody that saw the opportunity. He was actually staying at the city of Agbo. Why I gave him opportunity to speak is because he saw this opportunity. He was in Agbo when it was video that he watched. I was the person that a friend of somebody that I connected in the business, Mr. Paul, guess what happened? Recommended him. And the young man was staying in the city of Agbo. It was video that I sent to him. After watching the video, guess what happened? We were able to do the close down. I was able to actually get him to start. He started with 7 accounts. Now, when he started with that 7 accounts, the location where he was staying, there is no single office. Why I'm talking about this thing is so that you understand anywhere you find yourself, if you want to succeed in this business, you can succeed. Some of us that have access to office, you don't know what God has done for you. You have access to any office. Guess what happened? This guy stayed for almost 6 months. He was actually looking for where he can run his business. That's how you know people that want to succeed in the business. Now, luckily for him, he met a friend of him that all of them attend the same church. And the guy is into the business and they started relating. That was how, at the end of the whole thing, they will have to actually partner with the office. It is 247 office, a different mastermind altogether. And that was how he started his business. Now, what sustained him throughout those period of 6 months that he was still, even though he's not even in a location where there is office, but he was still thick and thin in the business, was knowledge. That's exactly the same thing, even Precious. So what I want us to understand that this business is not money that will sustain you. It is knowledge that will sustain you. For some of you, you will just come around the office and do something, bra, bra, bra. You just come and do something, ja, 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 ja. You will just run away. I know so many of you. You just come. You think what we're doing here is that we're hunting. Most of you that behave that way, most of the people that you connected in the business, you just connect them and you abandon them and go. Because what you are looking for money to solve your family problem. We are not here to just look for money to solve family problem. We are here to help people understand the business that we are doing. It is by helping more people that you can even make more money. But if you sign people and abandon them, the truth of the whole thing is that you might actually not even get that money that you are looking for. Now, I want to give another person room, somebody that I respect so much that is already building a team in the city of, I can't find her again. I'm talking about Amaka. Okay, Amaka is not in the meeting again. Now, let me give room to somebody else that I know that is equally running this business based on knowledge. It is knowledge that has sustained him all this while. It is knowledge that has kept him in the business. Despite thick and thin of experiences that he has been going through, he's still building his business. Please, you have the floor. I've already made you a co-host. Let's have Mr. Henry. Let's hear from you. After Mr. Henry, then we'll give room to somebody like Mrs. Ndidi Onoye. So you can equally give us how far knowledge has helped you. Just get ready, Mrs. Ndidi Onoye, so that you can equally share your own experience. Mr. Henry, you have the floor. Just share little experience, how far knowledge has sustained you in building your business. How far knowledge has sustained you in building your business. And advice to people that are actually in this meeting that are not going through their SMO, how they need to take their SMO very serious. You have the floor.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for that opportunity. And I want to appreciate each and everyone here. But I don't know that the meeting is general for everybody. I just saw it in JU. So, but for that, I'm sorry. Because the majority of the Dominion Nation is supposed to be here. So I just have to apologize for now for that. But I believe next time we can do better. That's the truth of it. So then once again, I just want to appreciate all the rising leaders, all the Kingsmen in the house as well. In fact, knowledge, I keep on telling my team, if you don't have knowledge about the business, forget about it. Because the business we do is more of knowledge. Because I could remember when I started then, I was busy chasing money. Every time, money, money, money. One day, Engineer Kinsley called me and said, no, that what you need is just the knowledge. Then when you get the knowledge, the money will chase you. That's the truth of it. Because the word of God said that we should do was seek ye first the kingdom of God and its righteousness. Then every other thing shall be added. Likewise, the same thing, our business here, seek first the knowledge. Then every other thing in the business will be added to you. I could remember vividly when I joined the business and we opened an office in Oka. Engineer Kinsey was. By then, I was still working in a bank because I keep on telling people, in this business, you don't have any excuse. If an 11-year-old child can be a kingsman, that means you don't have any excuse. Nobody has an excuse here. So a time came, then he was coming from Onitsha to Oka for presentation and all those things. But one day he called me, said that he's going to Lagos to go and meet his team, that he's going to stay 2 weeks. By then, I don't know anything about the business. That's the truth of it. The day he said it, in fact, I feel like, in fact, I feel like quitting. That's the truth of it. Because I don't know how I can face people. I don't know how to face people. Because I'm the type that is so shy that, in fact, to even speak to people is another thing. So, but at a time, I have to take it upon myself. I said, no. If others are succeeding, if others are making it, I began to study. I discovered that the only way that these people succeed is the knowledge. So from there, in fact, we started. And sometimes Engineer Kinsey will just, okay, you be the one to do this. But one thing I want you to know is that sometimes you see some people succeeding. You want to be like that person. But are you ready to pay the sacrifice that the person paid? Are you ready to do those things that that person is doing? So knowledge in this business, dear. Do you know that when I was still in the bank, barely 2 months in the business, I bought a laptop. All these HDMI cord, everything you can. Engineer Kinsey is award for all these things. I bought them because I want to take responsibility from the onset. I made up my mind to take responsibilities because I want to burn the bridge, because I want to quit from my job. That is why I started early to take responsibility. The reason they are still begging some of us is because of you still have an alternative. Because as for me, I have burned the bridge. I'm a chartered banker by profession, but all those credentials is in my drawers. I don't need them again. So many of us are distracted. You are seeing SMO, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 1 year. You are not ready to do the business. Go for the knowledge. McMurray said that when the value of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. Look at our leaders, the mastermind, Ambassador Juliet, Barrister Wilson, everybody, they have the knowledge. Knowledge is the key to this business. The only key you can use to lock the business. The 7 skills. In the scale of 1 to 10, which skills have you mastered? That is the question you ask yourself. There was a time in my team, somebody was, every time, and went to sign up, I don't have sign up, I don't have sign up. I said, if God should give you 2 or 3 persons, how are you going to manage these people? Because you don't have any knowledge about the business. The lady said that, Kachine Kenyegodi sign up. Do you know that at a time, God gave her a sign up, about 4 to 5 persons. The lady I'm talking to is no longer in the business. The people she recruited, they just died because the knowledge is not there. The day I called her, I said, what are you telling your team? How are you carrying them along? She said that she only called them, oh yeah, meeting, that's the only thing she knows. You can't give what you don't have. Some of us, you are in the foundation. The person you recruited overtook you, and the person is already even in maturity. And how do you think that you can carry such person? You need to step up as a leader so that you can be able to carry your downliners today to the glory of God. That Dominion Nation is existing today. I thank God because I have to take responsibility from the beginning. And responsibilities and knowledge They work hand in hand. That's the truth of it. You need the knowledge to succeed. Without knowledge in this business, forget about it, because everything about our business is knowledge. Check out the rich men, the people, the billionaires of the world. They have the knowledge of what they are doing. If you don't have the knowledge of anything you are doing, you cannot succeed in that thing. That's the truth of it. So please seek for knowledge, because without knowledge you can't succeed. And I want to appreciate my ESL as well, in the person of Barrister Wilson Ifani. I want to thank, I want to appreciate Engineer Kinsley. In fact, I'm an orphan in this business. That's the truth. The woman that signed me up to today is no longer in the business. I'm an orphan. But thank God, God used them. And also, because one thing in life is that, first of all, you need to help yourself. You need to acknowledge that you need help before your mentors. Because when they are carrying you and you don't show sign, and it seems that they are forcing you, they will just dump you. That's the truth. Financial freedom is per head. It's a race that everybody have to run on your own. Your leader is also running their own race. You are also running your own. So when I'm trying to carry you and I discover that you want to slow me down, what will I do? I will just keep you by the side and keep on running until the day you are ready. Then we keep on moving. So once again, I want to appreciate each and every one. I want to appreciate God Almighty, if not because of God. But one thing I want you to know is that the journey in everything in life, you must have challenges. In every business, whether marriage, anything, there must be challenges. There must be rejection, but you must have a tough skin so that you can be able to withstand whatever you are facing. So thank you so much. I just want to encourage everybody, keep on pushing. The aim is financial freedom. For us to become financial free, we have already on board the plane already, and we must get there. If Christ tarries, we must get there. So thank you so much, and may God continue to bless us. Thank you so much, sir.
Wow. That's awesome. All right, thank you so much. Thank you. Just like you heard him, he was actually he's a retired banker, but now focused on the connected economy, running the business full time. Just like you heard him, he has burned the bridge. And he's focused on the business, building his business with his team. And each day I pray, I remember them in my prayers. And I'm equally praying that God will equally help him while he's trying to raise men that will actually become. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to give room to another dogged fellow in the house. This person, I respect her so much. She's one of the people that has been building a massive team in the city of Nnewi. And this person is not a person than Ike Amaka. Amaka, I want to hear from you how the journey has been. How did you decide to actually learn the skills, the knowledge that has helped you in building your business? And today, you have built a massive team by knowledge. So I think you have the floor. You're already a co-host. You can unmute yourself so that we can hear from you. Sorry, after Amaka, then Ms. Sononye, I'll hear from you, and then we'll close. Okay, so go ahead, Amaka.
All right. Good evening, champions in the house. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, the king himself. All right. I believe you can hear me, right? Hello, I believe you can hear me because
yes, go ahead.
All right. So thank you so much, our champion, for the wonderful opportunity being given to us, at least to share some of our little experiences on how we are making it and be successful. All right. The one thing that has helped me in this field or in this business is mentorship. It's mentorship because I do tell my downliners, if you are not following mentorship, going through all the training that you need to go through from the SMO checklist, you know there is no how you can grow in the business. So the mentorship that you need to undertake by going through your SMO checklist, the training that you were asked to do, entering the cell meeting without anybody pushing you around, that means within 3 months, What will take others 6 months will take you 3 months to master the business and become become professional. Yes, I normally tell them that it is the mentorship is the first thing I heard very well the first day I attended this organization's meeting, that they will mentor somebody for 6 months. Ya ịma ihe ọ bụ mmadụ ịkụziri mmadụ ihe ọma ka onye a nwekwa ike mara ya na-emekwa ọfụma for 6 months. Hello, I believe you can hear me, right? Let it not be as I'm talking to myself. Am I audible? Please, if you can hear me, type 1. Let me know.
Go ahead.
All right. Thank you so much. All right, so my secret and what has helped me to reach this ladder where I am now is mentorship. Mentorship, learning the skills and mastering the skills. This is one of the tools that has helped me a lot in this very organization to the extent of this level I am now. In this business, you don't need to allow someone to push you around. When you were asked, some things now move ahead to know more. There is one particular person doing it here among all my downliners. I can equally be proud of the person. She equally moves ahead of me to learn more, which means that the person wants to go far in this business without waiting for anybody to push her around as other people used to do. There are others that you even call. We have meeting, I enter meeting, the person will just sigh. The next response is, hey, I don't have data. You say, please borrow data and join. But one thing that will help you or help us in this business is for you to determine, to believe in yourself. That since I have seen successful people, this is the reason why I quitted the job, the so-called job that I was doing. For the fact I have seen people that have done this business 4 years, 3 years, 5 years and make it and become successful. I too can equally make it and achieve the great if I am on the field, actively in the field. So with mentorship and other training from my top leaders and people around me that helped me a lot, this is one of my tools that gives me the strength to reach the level where I am now. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, our great leader, for the opportunity. Thank you.
All right. So please let's appreciate her. Mrs. Waka Ike is she's now a retired teacher, and she's equally one of the people that are doing amazing in the business. And why I called her is because there are so many people that are giving excuses, but she doesn't give any excuse. She takes full responsibility of what is happening in her team, full responsibility of what is happening in her business. And because she's taking responsibility, God is even blessing her with more and more people in the team. So I want to give room to another person. I think we want to close. Once it's 10, we are closing. We might not even get up to 10, but let's hear from Mrs. Onoye. Mrs. Onoye, you have the floor. Let's hear from you. The little knowledge you have gathered in the business, how has it shaped your mentality about the business? How has it helped you in trying to build your business? And what is your advice to the people that are not doing their SMO? Because there are a lot of people that are here that are not doing their SMO. So what is your advice to them? So you have the floor. You have the floor. I've asked you to unmute yourself. So go ahead.
Thank you very much, Engineer King. Dalu, God bless you. Can you hear me? Can you people hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you very much for the opportunity given to me. King, I don't even know what you want me to say. You know, I'm just very new. Since you want me to share my experience, just let me share my experience and advise people that are coming behind or who are my downliners. Please, can you people hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. It has been so good. I am just, let me say, 2 months old now, because I am able to say 2 months because I mean business rather, in month of June and this July. I saw the business. I was recommended by somebody. I was not even around then, but when I came back, in short, I was fed up with everything. I don't even know where to start. I retired as a level 16 officer director in the teaching field. I headed schools, good schools. But when I retired, I was asking myself, Ndidi, you are retired, but not tired. Will you just dump yourself somewhere? Let me look for something to do. Or will you be staying at home? So these things, the thoughts it was just going inside of me before I met Christy through the recommendation of Chizoba Okeke, the tall fair lady. So I now decided to give it just a chance. But I want my leader, Christy, I don't know what you're saying. I just listen to her laptop, video in the laptop. Please, if I lose my money, I will use my knees to pray and God will punish you, because this is very hard-earned currency, hard-earned money. She was just laughing. Don't worry, you will see, don't worry. I said, okay. This was done in a bank manager's office. The man became interested as well. He joined me. Ndidi, nge ka mma kwa. Nsia, ida amakwa, I'm just joining and you are telling me nge ka mma. Come, let us go together. So I signed in because I felt convinced, and my spirit, obim just nabati. Instantly, I signed in with 490. Chrissy was so happy, she left. The next day I came, I listened to, I think, second IPO. I was there, listened, enjoyed it. I was saying, wow, can this be happening? Or is this magic? Or, in short, I was asking myself, so this is real? Because the mastermind, the leaders I saw there, I know they can't be joking. So I said, okay, let me see. When I came next, I was convinced. I doubled it, started now upgraded to 1,050,000. And one of my friends was saying, Ndidi, bulu nego gina atufu. Oh, biko nyem kanjeli ensi ajebegodu. So, to the glory of God, Christy Nemo of my, she was advising me, but Adama Awotia. And that office had not conducive at all. Ịbịa na ya katakata mmadụ eju ụfọdụ kunye ka akwụla ọtọ ka ebulu oche ịmaga ụmụ ife a. In short, Adam abịa the office once in 2 weeks or once in a month. Bossy Solomon, Christy will call and call and come. So no, you come now. I will just come. Within few minutes, I became interested when my first encashment. I couldn't believe it. 514,000. I said, wow, is this real? She said, yes, it's real. After the encashment, it was linked to my bank. I saw it. After the tax, federal government tax and bank charge, the remaining one is my own. And I saw it in my account. I say, wow. Ozibo, she told me that I am Power 500, that I will be celebrated in Abuja. In short, she was saying all those things, but I didn't get her. I don't know what I see for you. Obulunwam Kingsley or same. Osnoko na keki si dekwe. na ọ da aghọta ife a na-ekwu ka ogene ka ị si ekwu ya. Hello.
Go ahead.
So I was celebrated as Power 500 ọ natakwa na-emekwa ya mana a na-ekwuzi na a na-eje na new office. I was so happy. So let me start now from oge interest m jizi wee dị. The day I came to the new office and see Chineke, this is massive, very interesting. Wee na-anya ọ dị conducive mama nsị ife abụrọkwa ife ụmụazị. Na June it was then ka mini business, and I started telling people, prospecting, doing IPI. From there na-enwetatụkwa. So na-asị Chineke ekene. Ọkwa na otu aka nsi wee bịa from there ngwunye o interest nwe ka nji wee egwunye nọrụzie n'ọfịs. Ọ bụla oge mbụ bụ mbịa gbantu n'alụ onwe m. O nwere ife a na-eme, ife mma bụ let me make money or ego ba nwere ọbara o. Mana with time mfu na ọbụrụ ife ụmụazị ka a na-eme. Mụnwa minukwa business o. Mmadụ join na sign na in na-adị discouraged. Mụnwa abụrụzi onye na-advise onye a. Ịghọtago, ọ bụrụkwa nke m ga-enyere onye aka financially, I will even help the person. O nwekwa ndị help financially o. Christy ga-abụ can bear me witness. O nwe onye si na ego nkewa 190 melia 3 190 ọbịa Bucol products na wee luo taa o mesi ọkpọm saying that business is not legitimate and say it is. Bend down, you make money. Ekwụyali debe fe na akwụyali n'ose na akwụyali. So mrapụkwa ya ajụdun rod mia ife nya welu jebe. It's now about 2 or 3 months. Adam ajudia. Mana oge mbatazie fụbazie ife dị n'ọfịs. Mgbe nwe interest bidozie na Canva na-agwazi ndị mmadụ fabiala. A na-emezi ego na-afụkwa na ọ bụrụ egwu ụmụaka. First one 5 something, second one 2 something, third one 3 something, fourth one 400 and the fifth one 700 and si Jesus. So ọkwa ife ana m eji close down rinne o. So onye a na-doubt nsị a nekwa ne ọdụrọkwa otu a nekwa ọkwa real. And ụfọdụ abatazi asị ndidi ọkwa maka na mfụ ga ebe a ka nji wee ka maka na mfụ ga ebe a. Christian asị m ndị mmadụ fụkwa gị ọ gosi na ị na-eme ọfụma nsị a to the glory of God. So mụnwa kịta ghọta na biznes a na-ege ndị a ntị ndị nọ n'isi mastermind mfụ na ife a dị spiritual ọbọdụ ka eje wele ego. Ịta ife m na-ayọ Chukwu bụ kedu ndị a ga-enyela aka ka fasi na poverty fapụta. Mana ọ na-afịa arụ due to mind ndị mmadụ emebisigo. Kedu ndị a ga-enyela aka ka fasi na poverty pụta? Kedu ndị a ga-eme ka fa lijuba afọ? Kedu ndị a ga-eme ka enyelu fa aka? So ebe a ka obi ndị, and to the glory of God, ngwunye sie ike na-agwakwa ndị nọ m n'azụ ma ndị ọ na-afịa arụ o nwere nke na-adị izi ọ daba pụtara ana ebutebie rapụgodi ego dị na ya chọbagodi ife a dị spiritual. Ife a bụ Chineke just to welu this business gosi this young man ka o liberate his people. Otu nsifia na nya kpatara ọ dịgodu mma ọ dịrọ mma. Then I like to learn oge ọbụla Christy IPO nke nwa die si SMO si amarọ m ife na-akọ. I learn to learn. I want to learn. Knowledge is power. Osimoke IPI instant prospecting invitation si oke edem enwe m akwụkwọ nke ọbụla ịma na nke abịago nke ọbụla ekpu nde ya nke ọbụla eme nde ya mesịa mbulie na enenesi. So emesịa nchọpụta ma IP nya SMO ife niile a na-eme mbido kịta. I am trying to learn ka knowledge a ka m nwee nye ọfụma ka m wee sonyete maka na ndị anọ n'elu bụ mmadụ na-enyelu ndị mmadụ aka. Ọ bụrụgo na o nwere ife Chukwu eji rọta m n'ụwa ya bụrụ na m na-enweta ego nwee ndị na-enye nri de nwekwa ndị na-akpọbata ka fasi na dia poverty pụta bịa soro na line. So ụmụnne m ndị ọka na-afịa arụ ịfụ mmadụ ibe gị ka ọ na-enweta sign up ataji n'anya, your own time is coming. O nwee ndị bụ ụwa mgbede, nwee ndị bụ n'ụtụtụ fe emeke, nwee ndị bụ n'efie. Mana eji m Grace Helen my friend oge ọ bata na ya ma nnọ onye a ọmarọzi ka ọ dị adị maka na onwero sign up. Mana look at her. After the 4th month, piam onwe na-agwakwa ya nsị a na ọ ga-adị gị ka fim. Na mgbe ị ga-enwe ya nọ pum onwe mmadụ na-abụ 1 point. Kịta ụkwụ ya chisalụ ụkwụ ya chisalụ ebe niile kịta. So Chineke anụnwa ebuka biko na ka anyị mee no business a sobe ndị isi anyị nwee respect for ndị isi anyị nke anyị na-amarọ anyị jụọ fafa akụziela anyị. Thank God na fapụpụ the type na-akụzi na-achọ ka mmadụ malụ biko nu ọgwụkwa ka ọra m n'ọnụ onwezi ihe ọzọ mma na-ekwu.
All right, thank
Thank
you so
you.
much. Thank you. Please, let's go and appreciate all the people that contributed. Let's go and appreciate them. Let's appreciate them. Let's appreciate them. Let's appreciate them. Let's appreciate them. Okay, it's because of time. I would love to give more people opportunity to speak, but a lot of time has been fast spent. And I'm happy that everybody that is here got value. Please appreciate them. It's not easy. Appreciate them. Appreciate them. All right. Thank you so much. I pray that God Almighty will actually help us as we build our business and we'll see greater and greater progress in our business. So what I want to advise is those action plan I listed out, go and start it immediately. Start chatting your leaders. I want to fix date for my home launch. And if you have not been doing your SMO, you have to start it immediately. So I want to appreciate the presence of Mrs. Honor here. I really want to appreciate my friend, my teammates, and one of my sons, Dr. Victor Chukuma. I want to appreciate you. I want to appreciate Mr. Henry. I want to appreciate Mr. Onyekachi, Mr. Consultant Amarachi, the force herself. I want to appreciate Chigemezu. Thank you for joining. I want to appreciate Dr. Onove Victoria. Elijah, I want to appreciate you. Uzoma, David Junus, I want to appreciate you. Cecilia, I want to appreciate you. Chinelo, I want to equally appreciate you. Mr. Noel Udoja, I want to appreciate you. Nurse NG, I want to appreciate you. One for Christiana, Obodo Lillian, my father and my friend, Okafor Chukuma Emmanuel, all the way from Omahia. I appreciate you. I really want to appreciate Okafor Peter Okolife in my favor. Precious, I want to appreciate you. I really want to appreciate you, Mr. Roland. All the people that made contribution. Please, every Sunday, we'll try as much as we can to be having this meeting. If it's not going to hold, we'll communicate it on time. But we have started something that we'll have to maintain and see how we can get other people so they can be joining the meeting so that they can learn and grow. That is the essence of this. So what we started is a revolution. What we started is a movement. And tell your people so that they can participate in our next meeting. Our next meeting is going to be huge. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. So I wish you all a peaceful night rest. Good night.